Hey guys, another week, another game dev vlog, and of course I do need to briefly address what's going on in Everybody Edits. So as you probably know, there is a bunch of hacking that's been going on. Obviously some things could have been handled a lot better, but we are all trying to do what we can. And we do care about trying to keep the information secure. It's just that there's only so much we can actually do with the limitations in place by the platform we're using, Player.io. But at the very least, we'll learn from these issues with the systems that Everybody Edits uses and not make the same mistakes with Everybody Edits Universe. Now, besides all this other stuff going on in Everybody Edits, I have made some progress on various projects that I'm working on. Like, me and Alex have been working on trying to finish up Finn's Fantastic Food Machine, the game that we made for that Coolmath Games Jam. We didn't make it into any of the finalist positions. It was a little odd that we didn't receive any email about it, but whatever. We had planned on doing this anyway, making a proper game out of what we had created then, and we are very close to having that complete. We were going to be trying to have it released this weekend. That didn't quite work out, and at this point it probably doesn't make sense to release in the middle of this week, since we'd like to make sure there's time to get a good average rating on Congregate as part of their monthly contest, so we'll most likely be releasing the game next month. We'll also be, of course, reaching out to Armor Games and Coolmath about licensing out the game to make some additional revenue from the game, because it is a pretty solid game, and I think they would definitely like it on their sites. So beyond that game, I didn't make a whole lot of progress on Everybody Edits Universe. I did a little bit to do with the chat in the game, but not that much. I really do want to get back to working on that. I just have not had that much motivation to do so, and it's been hard to push myself to even make any progress on Finn's Fantastic Food Machine. And the whole situation going on in Everybody Edits hasn't really helped matters. It's definitely brought down morale even more than it already was. Now, over the course of this week, I've also been doing a lot of thinking about the kind of games that I'm planning on making, and I've also been thinking about alternative strategies to actually make a living making games, which is pretty important. So that actually relates to another game that I'll be making later this year. I was planning on releasing one of my games this year as a web game, but I've actually decided that it probably makes the most sense to transition it to being an actual paid release, but still not being too large of a scale project. That way I can actually reasonably get it done this year. So I'll talk more about that as we get to that point. But anyway, I guess that is going to have to be it for today. So as always, I do want to thank my contributors over on Patreon. It is a massive help. And of course, if you want to check out the page for yourself, the link is down in the description below. And I'd like to thank the Everybody Edits patrons as well. So yeah, I'll see you around. Goodbye.